Alright guys, welcome to the channel again. My other live stream cut short for some reason. It went off. So I just decided to create another one. This is going to be about 20 minutes long. I have a lot of people ask me questions sometimes about my video, about me being robbed, things that happened in the video, questions about things that were answered. What's up, Rick Reviews? People always ask me questions about things that happened in the video. I try to answer them when I can. So this 20-minute live stream is basically going to go out to anybody that has questions concerning the very first video I put out, being held at gunpoint. I know I've talked about this a couple times. I've never done a live stream on it. So if you have questions, what's up, Preston? Nice to see you again. It's been a while. Before I get started with that, though, I just do want to remind everybody, November 1st, 8 p.m., I will most likely be in Philly that night. So if for some reason I have a ride during that, I will go live right after, but I will try to do it November 1st at 8 p.m. Okay, it will be a live stream. I will be giving away my old dash cam for free. I will also be paying for the shipping and handling, okay? What I'm going to do, or what I plan to do, and there is a pink Cadillac in front of me. I want to show you guys this real quick. So, anybody, if you see that car in front of me, it looks white, it's a Cadillac. There's only one way to get a pink Cadillac, as far as I know, that you don't have to pay for. And if anybody knows this, if you sell Mary Kay products, they are cosmetics, it looks white through the video, but it is light pink. If you sell Mary Kay products, one of products, they will actually, it's like one of their incentives, you will earn a pink Cadillac. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry, I'm going through a hilly area of where I live. That's why it's cutting out a little bit. But yeah, like I was saying real quick, so if you sell Mary Kay products, I don't know if it's nationwide or what, but if you are a woman or male or whoever and you sell Mary Kay products, alright guys, my video keeps cutting and going through hills. Keep it up as much as I can. That's what she said. But yeah, if you sell Mary Kay products, I have a friend that used to do it. They have this crazy incentive. It's like the really high top thing that once you sell so much stuff, it's like an ungodly amount. You can qualify to get a pink Cadillac, and it has Mary Kay. I've seen a couple around. They're not that. They're kind of rare. There's one right in front of me. But anyway, so like I said, guys, this live stream is basically anybody that wants to ask me questions about the robbery that happened, me being held up at gunpoint. If you have any other questions or want to know why I handled myself the way I did, anything that's going on after the fact, basically anything you want to ask, feel free, even if it doesn't have to do with that robbery. But that's what I decided to make the topic of this live stream. I'll probably end up doing another one sometime in the future because I always have people that ask me questions. But yeah. How's everybody's weekend going? I see 3 people in the live chat right now. Feel free to ask me any questions, guys. Talk to me. I got about 20 minutes till I am cutting this off. There's anything that you think might have made you a target in the first place? For example, do you have a new car? Okay, so, was that Rick Reviews? Yes, Rick Reviews. Personally, I think it was a setup from the beginning, okay? It was a Lyft call. I answered the call. When I got there, hey, Sexy, how's it going? I am answering a question for Rick right now, and then I will answer the rest of questions as they come in. I'm also driving on the highway, but anyway, Rick reviews. I personally believe it was a setup from the very beginning. I think it might have been a gang initiation. Okay? If you watch the video, when you see the kid get in the back of my car, he looked right at the dash cam. He noticed I had a dash cam, and that's when once he noticed it, he just said, "Nah, man, I'm just joking. We're just joking." At that point, I got pissed off because not only did I talk to him, and when he got in the car, I was actually talking to somebody else before that on the side of my car. And both of them, the first one said he wasn't my passenger, so that's why I was like, okay. I pulled over to the side. I pulled up on the curb a little bit, so that way I was out of the way of the street, and I was going to wait for my 5. What happened, I heard somebody yelling for me. That was the kid that got in the back. I thought he was my passenger. He was playing a practical joke. Practical my ass. He was trying to rob me. So he got in the car, and when he got in the car, he noticed I had a dash cam. Okay? At that point, when he noticed I had a dash cam, was when he said, "I'm just joking with you." And at that point, I was so pissed off because I had about 6 or 7 minutes invested sitting there on top of getting there in the first place, which was about 5 or 6. So I had about 15 minutes wasted of my time. That's why when he opened the door, I told him, I said, "Dude, get the fuck out of my car." Once that happened, he, again, was a 19-year-old kid, wasn't thinking, and got pissed off with me and started mouthing off and all this other shit. Everybody knows how the rest of the video happened, but I should have handled myself better. I should have said, "Oh, okay, just have a good day," whatever, and went on my way. I did not do that. That was my mistake. Me not having my door locked was my mistake. Me asking or telling him what his name was instead of asking, those were my mistakes. With those mistakes, though, I learned my lesson. I put the video up. A lot of people have learned things from the video. So, am I glad it happened to me? No. Am I glad I learned something from it? Absolutely. Am I glad that me putting it out there hopefully taught somebody else things that maybe they were doing wrong? Absolutely. Am I glad that it went viral? Yes, because it got me my subscriber base. I firmly never, ever, ever thought of doing YouTube as a source of fun, let alone a source of income. Me putting that video on, putting the one right after it on with him on the news, that went viral. That has, I think, 540,000 views or some shit like that now. So those 2 videos alone helped my channel get to where it is a little bit today. I talk with Hassan Is Driving a lot now, sometimes about things. He kind of helped me get started a little bit with the very first video. He helped that go viral. He gave me some pointers. So now when I come across things I love doing YouTube. I try to come out with at least one video at least every day, if not every other day, about things I see, things I hear. If I'm on Facebook looking at stuff, or if I'm on Google or Yahoo and I come across something with I am on the internet and things like that, and I am looking at things and I come across either news articles or stories or anything like that, I try to bring it to the forefront. I also, if I have things happen in my life or on my weekends, I try to talk about it. I use my personal experiences to help teach new drivers, maybe old drivers that might not know certain things or whatever. People have questions, I try to answer them. So, no, I'm not glad it happened to me at all, Rick. But I am the type of person that always tries to look at the glass half full. I firmly believe that God puts obstacles in front of us. Everything in your life happens for a reason. I do believe that, whether it's good or bad, and it's all on how you. Well, that's a beautiful car. It's all on how you look at it, and all on how you take it. That was obviously something bad in my life that happened, but a lot of good came from it. So yeah, guys, my again, I'm going through a hilly kind of area, and my video keeps cutting out. So I keep bringing it back up as soon as I can. Just do me a favor, if it cuts out, just stay in the channel, and I will try and answer questions when I come back. Rick reviews. I had some passengers who told me about how they were mugged. I've always asked details in their stories to see what they were a target. Usually they were drunk. Easy target, tourist, assumed to carry money, had a fancy new phone out. And drivers mugged them? That makes no sense. Why would a driver mug? That to me doesn't make sense at all. Why would a driver mug the passenger? Because the passenger has their information. I mean, the only thing I've really come across with passengers trying to pull one over on me, people in the streets get mugged by other people. Oh yeah, well of course that happens everywhere. That's why I don't carry money. Again, that kid in my car, I explained to him I don't carry cash. I do have cash on me sometimes, but usually I have it hidden because people give me cash tips. But when I start my night out, I don't carry money. I have my phone on me. Okay, my phone has my Google Pay stuff information on there, so if I need gas or anything like that, it's on my phone. I have my AAA card, and I have my license and my insurance and registration. Everything else is where Rick reviews. Yes. Are you sure you're gonna drive Halloween? I can only assume there will be plenty of weirdos. I would like to, just because, I don't know, it's my first one doing it, so I'd like to. It all depends on my plans. I have off Halloween from my normal job, so I'll probably take my kids out in the morning. So yeah, I'd like to though. Just so we're clear, anybody that was in the live chat yesterday, it was brought to my attention when I was driving. Things were talked about in my live chat, for lack of a better word, that were rated R. So do me a favor and try to keep it PG or PG-13, okay? Alright guys, I'm back. So like I was saying real quick, just in case it cut out before I can't remember, I was talking and I saw it cut out. It was brought to my attention last night when I was driving, or it was either last night or the night before when I did a live stream, I can't remember. But anyway, it was brought to my attention that during the live stream, certain people in the live stream, and I'm not going to name drop, certain people inappropriate things as far as they were either rated R, basically, talking about porn and other crap. I could care less. Half the time there's only 5 or 6 people in here and most of us are adults. But try to do me a favor, and you never know who could be watching these videos later in the future. Could be kids. So just do yourself a favor, do me a favor, try and keep it PG, okay? We shouldn't be talking about things like that on the internet anyway, because you never know who's watching. But just do me and do yourself a favor, do your kids a favor, because at the end of the day, somebody 6 months from now could be watching one of my live streams, Could be a 12-year-old kid or a 13-year-old. You never know. And you're sitting here in the live chat talking about dildos or whatever the fuck your favor, and keep it PG. And I appreciate that. Since we have some more people in the live stream again, I just want to say thank you all. If you are not my subscribers, please do yourself a favor, do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, like any of the videos that you watch. If you are an Uber driver or Lyft driver already, and you get any type of information out of my videos and you think it will help somebody that you know that is a driver, please just do me the simple to people that you know if you think it can help them. That is how you show me love. So I just want to say thank you to you guys. In return to that, I am almost at 4,600 subscribers. So thank you very much. To that, I'm going to show you guys some love in return. Okay, I bought a new dash cam. Anybody that follows Hassan Is Driving, I bought the Blue Sky C dash cam, the one that he uses. I would highly recommend it. It's in the link in almost all of my videos, as well as my old one. So, since I bought a new one, I decided if anybody out there that does not have a dash cam would like, November 1st at 8 p.m., I'm going to be giving it away. Okay, I'm going to ship it to somebody. I'm most likely going to do it on a literal number basis, okay, guys? So, say there's 10 people that come into the channel. I'm going to ask each person to pick a number between 1 and 100, and whoever is closest to that number is the one that wins. I am going to remember before it's that way, and I'm going to literally hold it up so everybody can see that I'm not cheating. Okay, and that way it is completely random, it is completely fair, and that way I don't have to put my number out there. I don't have people calling my phone, and because I don't want anybody calling my phone normally, and if I put my number out there, last thing I want is somebody calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning when they don't need to. So, but with that being said, I just wanted to put it out there that that is going to happen, and it's just me basically saying thank you to everybody for making my channel and showing me support. What do you say about DC? In DC, plenty of weirdos out and about at night. Yes, there's always weirdos out at night no matter where you go. You just need to know your market, and like I said, best thing you can do that I learned in that situation was to keep my doors closed, keep my windows and doors locked at all times, and when somebody, what their driver's name is, or usually half the time they'll come up to my car and they'll say to me, "Are you Matt?" or "Are you picking up blah blah blah?" And then I'll be like, "Yes." "What's your driver's name?" Like, you need to protect yourself. Alright, I see 5 people in the chat and nobody is asking questions. I have 5 minutes. Does anybody want to ask me anything else before I leave? Sexy, I want to say thank you again for being, I think you were one of my very first subscribers. I know you always try to tune into the live chats as much as you can, especially on. I know we've talked a couple times about different things, so I just want to say thank you. Again, I always am sending love to you and your family. I think I ask you literally every time you're in a live chat how your family's doing. So, hugs and kisses to you and your family, prayers, whatever you guys need. Louisiana! Again, guys, too, if you have any videos or anything like that, or anything, or whatever you have questions, feel free to email me, contact me. My email, again, is almost in every single video. I know Sexy Legs sent me 1 or 2 videos already, so again, thanks for that. I appreciate it. There's sometimes some YouTube, even though it's not often, but there's some times where I like to decompress and not be involved with technology. That is another problem in this country. I think we have a big problem with kids and even adults these days having their face stuck in a phone or stuck in technology so much that they do not really engage with nature and the outside world. It's ridiculous in my mind. I love, this is one other reason why I love driving for Uber and Lyft, because I come across places, like I'll pick people up at restaurants I never even knew existed, or I'll be driving and I'll see places that honestly I never knew were there. I mean, I'll pick somebody up at, like one day I picked somebody up at a hatchet house and I'm like, what the hell is that? And she's like, oh, it's awesome. We drink beer and we throw axes. It was literally called Stumpy's Hatchet House. Like, that's one thing I love with driving. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I cut out again. I have 3 minutes left. So like I was saying, the one thing I love about driving is that I always come across places that I never knew were there. People that are from all walks of life. And I just love to get people's opinions on things and find new places. It's really cool when I can come across a new restaurant or a new bar or a new place to go do something that I never knew was there before. And then it gives me ideas for, like, if I'm going out on a date or something. Oh, we can go here. I've never been there. Like, I want to check this place out. So it's really cool. I like it. I also, like, when I go to Philly, sometimes I like to be a little bit of a touristy person and look around and see things that I've never seen before, or ask people specifically if they live in Philly, like, where's the best place to get a cheesesteak? Where's the best place to get this? Where's the best place to do that? Get information about it. But at the same time, I'm getting information from them. But then when I'm picking somebody up at the airport and somebody asks me a question about Philly, like, hey, where's the best place to get this? Where's the best place to do that? Well, I know where it is because somebody already told me. So I'm learning from my passengers, but at the same time, I'm becoming an informational tool for my passengers. So it's a win-win. But with that being said, guys, I hope everybody has a good Saturday night. I'm going to leave you guys for now. I am almost at where I need to be. I get asked so many questions about restaurants in Vegas. I'm like, I don't know. Again, it all depends. I just give them one. It doesn't matter. If you like a restaurant, say, hey, this place is a good place to eat, blah, blah, whatever. It's no big deal. But yeah, I'm not telling you to become a tourist guide. I'm not telling you to if you don't know, you don't know. But try to be I would say try to be an approachable person, okay? Just think of yourself as a tourist in that city. If you go into that city and you have known nothing, then just give out whatever information you can. Try to be nice and respectable to those people, and that's how you get tips. Now, I guarantee you, you're not always going to get tips. I would say probably about 90% of the people that I drive don't, because today's generation wasn't brought up in that old era of going out to eat all the time, tipping and things like that. So I'm doing pretty good today. Like I said, over this weekend so far, I made like $270 when I wanted to, so it worked out well. All right, but I'm going to get going for the weekend, guys, for this week. Oh, Rudy, you just came in at the end of the conversation. So yeah, I usually, Saturday nights, I usually drive. However, this weekend, I made plans with a friend. So instead of driving at night, I decided to drive in the morning. Each morning this week, I drove Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning for about 4 hours. And then Friday night, I drove for 4 or 5. And I made a total of $260. Actually, no, correction. I made 300 because I made $260 on the apps, and then I had a friend of mine that wanted me to pick up his daughter from a school event. They were going on a trip from they were going on a trip from Washington D.C. Picked her up, and he gave me cash. Now again, I've always told people, do not ever accept or take cash rides. However, there is exceptions to that, and there's only one. Okay? The exception is if it's friends or family. If it's somebody that you know, then yeah, because it's under your insurance, they're not gonna whatever. Okay? That's completely okay. In my opinion, that's fine. Do what you want to do, but in my opinion, that's fine. But like I said, you never accept a cash ride from somebody that's getting an Uber or Lyft. That's 100% no-no, because if they cancel the ride, one, you're not being tracked, and two, it falls under your insurance, okay? But if it's a friend or a family, I've given friends rides to Philadelphia Airport already when I was going down there anyway, and they give me money. So it covers my gas and my expenses to get down there. And I don't charge them as much as the app would. Say the app charges them 120, I only charge them like 90. So it makes sense, guys. But at the end of the day, do what you want to do, and that's how you should just do it. If you want to give somebody a cash ride, I'm not going to stop you. Nobody's going to stop you. But sooner or later, it's going to bite yourself. You're going to bite yourself in the ass. So just do not do that. It's the stupidest thing you could ever do. You're not being tracked, okay? Whenever you pick up a ride for Uber or Lyft, you're on their GPS. They're tracking you. They know where you're at. If there's an accident or an issue, you can hit the 911 button on the app, and somebody will be there right away. But if you're not being tracked, how is anybody going to help you? So with that being said, guys, Rideshare PA out. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and everybody take care.